What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Normally I do verticals, but today I'm doing a normal horizontal live stream because I want to talk about this. If you don't know, podcasting, live streaming from your cell phone, all that's going to be super popular in 26, 27, 28, 29. Not only is it going to be popular, it's going to be killing the whole scene. Like, if you want to get an opportunity to expand what you're doing in social media, in your teams, if you are not going to jump on the podcasting, live streaming bandwagon for your business, you're going to fail. The reason why I say that is Netflix just spent, I think it's $100 million. I have to look at the number. But if you go on to Netflix right now, use your little remote for your TV, got Netflix, and you scroll down, you'll see something called podcasting. They just spent a ton of money with iHeartMedia to get podcasting. So if you really are interested in developing and expanding and really jumping out there in the media and getting people to get your attention, yeah, you better start podcasting. Now, getting into it's not going to be very easy because a lot of people don't have the resources nor how, or even like what I'm doing today, I have just your basic stuff up. But to me, this is pretty basic, putting a logo on right there and kind of moving forward and getting good audio like this right here. So I've got the Rode Wireless Pro on. You're going to need some tools. A lot of you want to start simple, but want to have the ability to expand. And that's where this comes in. I know it doesn't look like very much. This is what you call the Zoom H1 XLR. And it's called the XLR because of these inputs. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So this is the page from Zoom. This is the device right here. And the XLR allows you to plug in those microphones that look really cool when you're podcasting. I don't tend to use those too often except for when I'm on that desk over there. But on like a regular podcast or something like this, I just use a wireless mic because I happen to like that style. Here's the thing. This tool is probably the best one in the box right now. And at $150, I don't think you're going to get a better tool than this. So if you happen to have bought some UHF lavaliers that are really nice and you want to connect them to your cell phone, so if you want to connect it to one of these beautiful like Samsung phones or iPhones, just get this, plug it to the input side over here, and you're ready to go. You can do it on this unit here. Let me get back to the stream. Let me kind of get into the explanation here before I dive deeper into this portion. You got a phone here. You got this here. And let's just say you picked up some wireless lavaliers or you picked up a nice microphone you're used to using, or someone told you you need to pick up one of those Shure microphones. There's so many versions of the SM7s that they tell you to buy, but when you get there, you're like, I don't have a digital interface. I only have a cell phone. I don't want to carry my computer where I go. You need this. This Zoom H1 can actually plug into your cell phone. Pretty easy actually. Grab any one of your USB-C cables. On the side over here, there's a USB-C. You plug it into here, and then you plug it into your phone. Ta-da! Magic's done. Now you have a digital interface with your phone. Now I won't get into all the details of how to use it and everything else, how to set it up, how to do your mic testing and everything. Because, oh, someone commented, hey. Russell! What's up, baby? How you doing? Now, Russell, I talked to him recently. I commented back to him. Let me put his message up there. Hey, Russell, how you doing, man? I'm talking about a device that's going to really change how you use mobile podcasting, the XLR H1. I'm not usually the one in front of these because it's not my style. I mean, I'm not the smoothest cat when it comes to doing the podcasts. I help people be smooth in podcasts. If you have a mobile phone and you're out and you're traveling and you want your mobile phone, this and a nice microphone, bro, you are sitting on streets. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're good. Oh yeah, I told you do XLR code, do a QR code. Hold on a second. Russell's going to get me on this one tonight because I did this podcast without a QR code. Hold on. Give me a second here. My bad. I love Russell. He does some of the coolest live streams for LinkedIn out there on hotels and everything. And you know what? I keep telling him to do some things, and sometimes I forget to do it. So please, please forgive me. Russell, give me a second. I'm going to have it up here in just a second. I love this program too. This one's great. I love doing this. I'm going to switch scenes here real quick, and I'm going to put the QR code up just so I'll make Russell happy. There's that H1 I'm telling you to get. You got to get this here. Let's see, add new layer, add widget. So I told him he needs to use a QR code every time that he is out on a live stream, and I just noticed when I did this one here, I did not map it with a QR code, which is my fault. So please forgive me, brother. I can't tell you to do something, advise you to do something, and then I don't do it myself. That would be just wrong. So let me go ahead and add that in there, put that in the corner like I'm supposed to, and transition back. There we go, baby. Got the QR code up, man. My bad. Good to hear you doing good. I just popped you up there, brother. Yes, I did. And yes, I normally have a QR code up, but I didn't this time. But see how quickly I can do it on here? Because like I said, they got that app and it shows you right in the app how to do it. It's easy. And then what's cool is adding it to another layer is nothing to do. It's just easy, easy peasy. So let me get over here. Let's see. Get into this. Make a copy, add it over to my other one. And we're going to talk about this thing. Now, Russell, do you have a digital interface for your cell phone or laptop and computer that you can take any place that's this small, tiny, like here's my palm, that tiny? Do you have one that small? Okay, let's do this real quick. Paste. There we go. Nikki! I love Nikki. Nikki's always on YouTube for me. I appreciate you, Nikki. You are awesome. Anytime you want one, Russell, I'm always available. Send me a link for a video conference. Just send it to me through LinkedIn or email me or text it to me. I will just jump on. So I'm going to get into this a little more of what we got going on tonight. Okay. Do you mind if I explain to you why this is such a cool tool and why it's so important? Matter of fact, I could probably demonstrate it right now. So here's this unit right here, and I'll be right back. Oh, I'm back, baby. All right. How you doing, Nikki? Say hi anytime, Nikki. Always, please do. Get some rest, Nikki, and take care. So, Russell, if you are still on, I want to show you why this is such a cool tool. So at the moment, I'm using a Rode Wireless Pro, which is a pretty cool tool, but it's not this. So hopefully you're still on because I'd love to show you this, what this can do. So you see this apparatus right here? We've all seen this cool mic setup. Everyone's got these Shure mics and everything else. Okay? Well, watch this. Right now, I'm on the Rode Wireless Pro, which is a pretty dang good microphone. But let's just say we want to go over to this microphone here, and I got to make sure you can see it's in there, but you can't really see it's in there. Let's see. How am I going to pull this off so you can still see it? I'm going to do this. All right, I'm going to set this over on the couch beside me, so this is just not the best way to do this. All right, so you still here with me, Russell? Hope you are, because I'm about to show you something cool. So you got this right here. We're in the Rode Wireless Pro, which is this here. This microphone is what everyone likes to use. Let's get it set up. So I got that plugged in. Boom, boom, boom. I think I still got phantom power on, so let me turn that phantom power off so I don't damage the mic. Okay. You still there? Okay, cool. All right, give me just 1 second here. I'm actually going to be doing some changes to this microphone so that I can not damage this, because you don't want to keep running phantom power where you don't need it. Input settings. All right. No phantom power. All right. So I got this microphone right here, and it's not working. So this is not what's on. You can take this right here and turn it to a USB interface. So let's go menu. Sure. And this can be used for any cell phone or even computer. It doesn't make a difference. As long as it's got a USB connection, you can do that. Grab yourself out a USB-C to USB-C cable. So you can use one of these right here for all that matters. Doesn't have to be the best one in the world, just needs to be able to transmit a little bit of data. And that one's still wrapped, so. I've got my data cable version right here, data cable. All right, I see you're still here. I'm glad to hear that. Like I said, this is not the smartest thing I've ever done in my life because I've got it on my couch. So it just happens to be the only way that you can still see it because I'm chilling like a villain. All right, maybe you can still see it that way. And I just turned the camera some. All right, camera. There we go. There we go. So now you can see it. I'm gonna move over here just a hair. All right, so we're now gonna connect this as a USB interface. Then I'm gonna switch out mics. Gotta let me know if you can hear me or not. There we go. Let me switch out what audio we're on. We're gonna switch over to the Zoom. All right, can you hear me there, buddy? Let's turn that volume up a little bit. Can you hear me? Might need to up the volume a little bit, but that's just in the mixer. Are you able to hear me now? All right, let me jump into LinkedIn so I can make sure we can hear each other. You still there with me, brother? One, two, three. Okay, cool. Got it. I can test it right now. I can see it. So now I've actually started to use the H1, this one here, as my audio interface, which is pretty cool because now I'm connecting this microphone to the computer and have a full digital interface that's the size of your palm. So hopefully you're still there, and this is one of the cool tools you can use. I got my QR code up on both of them, and then this would be what we're talking about today, which is the Zoom H1 XLR, which I'm now using with this microphone, which is one of those pro mics, and it's kind of cool. So I hope this is helpful for you, Russell, too, because this is how you can be out with a client, or if you have a client who already has a nice microphone, or you're going to be out, it gives you clean audio. What's really cool on this is if you've only got your camera and two of these microphones, let me switch over to a different scene. If you have two of these microphones and one of these and just a phone, you can do a full podcast. Now, in the comments, there's links to buy these. It allows me to keep the paywall from being the problem here, because that will be a problem. If there's not any profit, I have to put it behind a paywall. I've already got a commercial side for this, and I'm trying to make sure it's not all commercial. You said it's next level sound? Oh, that's awesome. Glad to hear that. Man, I'm not able to look at you and look at the screen because I set this up to where I was just going to talk like this, but now I got you commenting, which is cool. So you can have this next level sound on a cell phone. Can you believe that, Russell? This can actually be on a cell phone. It doesn't have to just be on a computer, because the USB interface works on your iPhone and on your tablet and your Samsung phone, which is cool. So let me walk you through the device here real quick. And then if you have any questions, brother, just hit me up. And anyone who's on here got any questions, just hit me up. I would love to answer any questions you have. I wish I had this camera in a different spot, but life goes on. So this one you can get for about 150 bucks. It's actually called the H1 XLR. What makes this one really unique is it has both a microphone level and a line levels for those inputs, and they allow you to hook up a lot of cool things. So if you're at a major function, you can actually hook these up to their mixer board. Now they're going to show you like clean preamps, they're going to show you this, but look at this mixer board. You see this line level piece right here? This is actually the biggest and most important piece for those who are trying to get their social media started at a major event. Now, a lot of people, go to a seminar, or they're part of a seminar and they want to do their own little YouTube, Instagram type of thing, but it sounds terrible because the microphone that you got to work with is atrocious. And that's not a bad thing or a good thing. It's just a byproduct of a small microphone. So if you've got a cell phone with this small microphone or a little dinky microphone versus the microphone size that's on here, it's just not going to have the same ability to capture sound. This, on the other hand, can capture sound directly from the soundboard and put it into your live stream, even on your cell phone. You still there, brother? Did you get that little secret I gave you there? So, for example, this unit can be plugged in to your cell phone or your laptop, and you're live streaming it, and you're at a major event, or you're just, you're out when there's doing an announcement for a brand new hotel opening. And this is for you, Russell. You're helping somebody with a brand new hotel opening. This can hook to their little board they got with the speaker, or connect directly to the speaker and out to this. And you can put that clean audio on the live stream versus that pretty good sound that comes from the speaker to your microphone. You get the actual sound that was going from the microphone out to the system, out to the actual presentation, which is cool. This is one of those really handy tools. Now, it's 150 bucks, bro. It's only $150. And then, I got the links in the comments for this one. It is amazing. Now, Russell, I got to know, what do you think of this? Do you think this is something that could be integrated into even the stuff that you do? Because you're someone who's been doing this a long time, and there's a behind the paywall that actually I'm going to show people how to hook these up, how to put them onto a mixer board and a bunch of other things. But where do you think you, as a person, would be able to really push the envelope with a tool like this? I would love to know. So comment, let me know what you think. But this is what I'm going to recommend, because I'm only going to be on here for like 5 more minutes, Russell, and I'm calling it a night. I have a commitment to myself to stream at least 3 times a week, but I've also got clients I'm working with. So this helps me get more comfortable in front of the camera versus being behind it. And I'm going to also show off a couple products every week as the best products to get without getting in too much detail that doesn't affect the commercial side for what we're going to be doing for live streaming. So the question I have for you is, where do you think this could integrate, and how do you think it could integrate it? So right now, for the next couple of minutes, I'm just going to be doing a question and answer. I switched out microphones, so I'm no longer using a Rode microphone. And then my next live stream is going to be vertical, which will be just us having fun. That'll be tomorrow. All right. Got to be more consistent with these. Man, I'm tempted. Man, I'm tempted to get a tray that I can just set this up. I get one of these standing trays because Windows is touchscreen. And I could do all this by touchscreen once I've got everything set up for the day. So, Russell's, thank you for coming on tonight. Which DJI mic did you buy? I'm curious as to which one you got. Because there's a whole bunch of them out there. So they got the ones that are easy pin-on ones, and then they've got the ones that's got the headphone jack, which is for the lavaliers. And each one of those is a really good device. I'm using the Rode Wireless Pros right now. So at the moment, I've got this model that I started off with, and then I switched microphones to this because I wanted to show you what it could do. So as you said, it was next level sound. So let me shut this off so you know. There's no light on this, so this is not on. This is not doing any audio work. I can take it off real quick too. So as you can see, we got audio. This mic is no longer on. Are you using the DJI mics? So Russell, are you using the DJI mics for your daily production or on your cell phone when you're out on different hotels that you're at? By the way, are you ever catching the live jazz that I'm doing? Those live streams for jazz? Because if you do, I'm using this with a I'm using this right here with a condenser microphone to get the sound from the room. So I'm using a AT2020 condenser microphone. I'm tempted to go to 2 microphones to get a cleaner wrap around the mic minis. Ooh. I'm going to take a quick look. Oh, those are perfect for you. That's the ones I was asking about. Those are the clip-on to the shirt ones. Those are absolutely perfect for you. One, you're on the go back and forth. 2, you probably don't want to carry around lavaliers and adjusting those all the time. And 3, you don't mind having something shown here and there. That is a perfect starter one. There's one for Rode and there's one for DJI, and they're both amazing. Thank you for watching. I just wasn't sure if you watched or not. I'm building up that show. It's a local venue that needs to have, the venue is great. If you can recommend it for Seattle, I would. They have a room where they can do entertainment, private bar, drinks, and all the rest of that for up to, I think it's like 55 people. And it's the Elliott Bay Brewing's company. And they're just amazing. They're absolutely amazing. The service is great. The food is great. It's just COVID killed that part of the building. Now, the rest of their stuff is going good. So the consumer level is going good. But when they're talking higher tier, $50 to $100 plate type dining, they're having a little bit of issue rebuilding that for that area. Though I think it's going to come back. We're working together on that. So it's pretty cool. By the way, how did it sound to you, and what was the experience like for you? Because I always do those vertically integrated, and haven't really asked anyone what they thought. So since you're here, tell me what you think. And the reason why there's no QR code on there is they did not give me one, and yeah, it's on them. So what do you think of the sound and everything? I'll do a walkthrough there on, hold on, hold on. So I generally do the stage area where they're going to have the band and everything, but I'll do a walkthrough, or I'll do the cell phone walkthrough because the service I'm using right now, it allows me to log in a cell phone and show it off with ease. I'm glad to hear that the sound was good. I'm not one to, I'm in there and it's loud already. So when I put my earbuds on and I check it, it's kind of hard to get the same filter out of being able to hear it. And considering I can't run it through their mixer board, which is the way I prefer to run it, it's the best I can do with the condenser microphones. Let's see. Actually, let me show you this. This is actually cool. I will let the manager know that's actually really important to hear. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we're doing a good job if I can get someone like you to listen for more than a minute. You said you listened to 10 minutes or so. That means we're doing a good job. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm humbly appreciative of that because you're someone who's not going to sit back and listen for 10 minutes for no reason. You're going to sit back and listen to something that sounds good. Just so everybody knows, Russell does a lot of venue testing in places he goes to. He's been in tons of hotels nationwide and some of the top places to stay and top tier places to stay. And I don't know what the actual term they use for hotels for that, but I can tell you this: if you're looking for top tier resorts or diamond resorts and you want to know the best places to stay, ask that gentleman right there, Russell. He would know. That's his avenue, and he's good at it. I'll let them know. The management's been asking what people are thinking, and my goal with that place is to grow it as large as I can, turn that into my own personal venue for doing small events too. So anything under 150, 200 people, sound, light, video, iMag, the whole works. It is in my envelope of everything in our productions that we do. For example, this camera's a PTZ camera, and so on and so forth. Next time that I'm in there, I will actually bring in a camera like this. This is actually a pretty cool feature. You and I got to do this one of these days. And next time you're at like one of the hotels or doing something and you just want, and we should do a stream like this. Oh, for sure, man. It's what you do. For sure. I always praise those that are good at what they do. And that's what you do for a living. It's what you've been known for and what you've got your reputation built for. I mean, you know this stuff back and forth. And that's what makes a big difference. Oh, yeah, I got to get that footage up. You ever have a day where you got too much going on? I got one of those days here. Let's see. Let me make sure that this doesn't go into screech mode. Let me turn these microphones off. All right. So next time I do one of these streams, I'm probably going to do this. Make sure that I got no audio on. All right, no microphone. So the question mark you had was, can I bring this in so you can see what's going on? That I will do next time because it's kind of important. I'm going to turn that. Can't hear that, and I don't need to hear it on this side. All right, so next time I'll bring in. Why am I still hearing? Whatever. I will bring it in like this. No, that's not what I want to do. All right, so we're going to bring that in, and I'm going to shrink that down to a little thing. Oh, come on. Reset. Oh, this is funny. I got a little bobblehead in here now. All right, I'm sorry. I'm having way too much fun. All right, let me show you what I'll be doing. So we can bring it in just like this. So next time I'll walk around and I'll show it off with the cell phone. So you can see what we're doing there. So remove from the scene. Yes. So next time we'll do that so it'll be easier for you to see everything. All right, cool. All right, so it's been a really cool night. I've hit my 30-minute mark, which is my minimum for doing a live stream. Russell, thank you for all your comments. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. For all those who have watched anywhere from YouTube. Yes, I know. And I requested their QR code for their stuff because I don't know what they want. That's one of those things where it's an obstacle the same way it was when I was talking with you. It was, I know I should probably do it, but what am I going to do? That it has to be perfect when it does not have to be perfect. This QR code tonight is just to my website, so you can see it, pop in the website and go to it. Other times I'll make it to where you can contact me. Other times I'll make it to where it's to a cool video I did in the past. You know, I can do multiple of them. So if we're talking about a particular video, I can have the QR code for that video, and they all relate back to what we're doing here. But the big thing when it comes down to it is when you have a client who's so concerned about it being perfect that they don't realize that perfect is not needed. It's just something out there. The best one I know of right now for QR codes is your email address. So I'm going to take 2 minutes here. This is for Russell. So everyone knows he's the one who's holding me accountable. If you don't know what QR code to do up there for your business or for your website, just put your email address. People will email you like you wouldn't believe. Russell, can you attest to this? If people got the email addresses, they will email you more than anything else just to get in touch with you if they want to work with you. Because it's really important, and that's what the QR codes are for. For those who have watched tonight, I've got a couple that popping in and out all over the place. For those who are over on A.P.C, thank you for watching. We're going to be calling it a night here in about 1 or 2 minutes. I've got 1 minute and 30 seconds. We're calling it quits for the night. So any comments and questions can come up. A couple things to remember: subscribe, follow. I do a lot of stuff on AV Productions. There is going to be a Patreon that's going to walk you through everything on AV Productions. When I say everything, I mean everything that allows you to go from being a small creator or a hotel that's paying for services to come in to make sure your clients have the best stuff, or you're a venue, or even a production team. One of the things I've ran into as being one of the evangelists for teams is, well, what you don't know is what you don't know. And you're getting a lot of people who are coming out of a least experienced position. Yes, sir. Thank you. That, as he said, right here, Russell is confirming. Emailing, putting your email out on a QR code is the most powerful thing you can do because people will email you. Back to what I was saying, if you're someone who is doing an event, or your productions teams are doing it, you're new in productions, you're going to need resources on how to do it right versus what they just talk about in college, or somebody on YouTube who's saying, well, I know everything, but I only do 10 productions a year. I do on an average of, I don't know, what's 4 live streams a week? So that's 200 of those, using various AV equipment. Out of those 200 live streams, I do 45, 50 live events where there's going to be speakers and mixer boards. Oh, and he said he started using it 2 weeks ago. How has it been for emails or contacts specifically on the QR code? Can you tell him how important that's been? And you want to make sure you have someone who's doing that much activity so you know that they're going to tell you the right stuff to do and have been through all the mistakes. I'll give you one that just recently happened to me. We were at a live stream and our camera, this died through the switcher. The camera itself didn't die, but the switcher that we were using died on us and started acting up and overheated. So I had to fix that mess, and if you've never been through it and you don't know how to put the correct intermission stuff up and how not to freak out and what you're seeing what's going to happen before it fell apart, because what was happening is that it was starting to look like there was a glitch in the video. There's none here, but there was a glitch in and out, which let me know that there was something going wrong with the signal going into the computer and computer back to it. And we had to do a hard reset, but I had to bring up something like, do I have it here? I had to bring up something like when I'm sharing screening right here. Let's go. Let's get rid of this. So I had to bring up something like this to make sure we didn't lose signal while I was fixing the camera so the live stream wouldn't end. And I also use production software like this, which allows for, even if I had lost all the internet, I could have jumped back on, but it prevents me from losing the scene. I can go into pre-rolls and other stuff to save a live stream. But these are all things that we talk about in our Patreon channel. That being said, we're at 37 minutes. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. We're going to roll out, and we're going to put a 10-second rollout on this, and we're going to call it good. Thank you for watching.